Alright, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be looking at Bitcoin's price, a historical indicator that I think could affect Bitcoin's price, implied volatility, as well as looking at some coins I think are quite popular right now that I think you shouldn't invest in. So this is XRP, Shiba, and Luna, and some alternatives to those altcoins, which I'll be looking into Litecoin and Polkadot. And then I'm also going to be going over some prior investments I talked about, and that's an RSR and Link. Starting off, Bitcoin price action. So far today, things have been pretty good. It's green. We had a reflection off of this support line I was talking about yesterday. I think in yesterday's video, I was talking about how if we see a reflection off this support line, we're most likely going to see some positive movement up to about 32K. And so far, we're about nearly halfway there. I also said, of course, if it was rejected, we would return down to 28K, which hasn't happened. So I'm going to delete that and then save. I'm also going to remove this. Now, a historical indicator I want to look into. It's not really a historical indicator. It's just something I noticed. So notice how here you've got very high volatility implied by the Bollinger Bands with percentage. And then look at the point of the stochastic momentum there. If I look back at the Bitcoin halving over here, got very similar configuration where we've had a big dump, there's some consolidation, flashing red on the BBWP, stochastic momentum is kind of near the red, and what I'm saying is based off of this indicator, I think we're gonna have potentially a bit more positive movement based off of the yet another high low, second high low there. But I think after this high at about 32K, I think most likely, so kind of up, and then I think we're probably actually going to come down and test that 28K point. Based off of that previous reading, it just looks like a very similar situation. That might not pan out, but I think based off of the current market, it does look like it's a bit of a bull trap. We've just got some temporary positive data after a big crash, as we saw there, and as we've seen in the past, like here, a little bit of positive data there. So what does that mean? I think that means that if you are investing in Bitcoin, I'd probably say wait. Even long term, I'd say give it a second, let it play out, because we're most likely going to see some downwards movement, and you can just get a better deal on your Bitcoin and increase your returns in the long run. Even for swing traders, I'd say just hold off on longs for now, at least within the next couple of days. Just be a little careful. Now moving on to implied volatility. It's gone up a little today, which is no surprise. Tend to have higher volatility in general, like midweek, about like Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, it's currently at 90, and it's hovering around this 90 region, which is about 50% higher where it was about 2 weeks ago. So bear that in mind for the kind of deals you can be getting on buying options. They're still quite overpriced, but then again, price action is a little more volatile right now. Talking of volatility though, I would like to talk about how on the 1 hour we've had some very low volatility recently. If you look, it's like turquoise there, right at the bottom at about 25%. It's been there for a bit. This could indicate there is potentially a big move on, well, at least on the short-term time frames. So bear that in mind. But it's kind of it really for volatility. On the 4 hour, nothing really much to say there. And of course on the 1 day, it's flashing red, but it is actually rolling over there now. If I can, yeah, you can see the white line is now above the red line. Moving on to altcoins. So I was looking at like trending searches for YouTube, and I noticed that 3 of the biggest coins on there, apart from Bitcoin, was XRP, Shiba Inu, and Luna or Terra. Now, of course, Luna is a big topic because it's absolutely plummeted. It's a bit of a disgrace to the cryptocurrency market, honestly. Gives us quite a bad reputation in the financial community. And I think what I've been seeing though as well is like YouTube videos on, can Luna go to $1, or should you buy Luna? And I just want to make a point about this, right? There's many good cryptocurrencies, all right? Don't invest in that. Just look at this data. It's absolutely plummeted. And I think something insane I noticed on the 4 hour, by the way. So look how much I have to zoom in here. Okay, this is not good for an investment. Okay, still zooming in, and you can see there's a tiny bit data there, right? Okay, look at this from this trough to this peak, right? What is that? It's like 1,300% in like 2 days. That is not a good sign, by the way. It means that the price just got so insanely low that a little bit of positive volume made it go up 1,300%. Do not invest in this coin. It's a terrible coin. It's absolutely plummeted. There is much better options. Don't risk it. Just stay away from it. Now, talking of coins you should stay away from. Hold on, I'm not sure. Shiba USD. This should be it. Shiba Inu is another one you should stay away from. It is just. Is this right? Yeah, this is from other. I know. I recognize this. If I get it on a long-term, just Shiba Inu. Don't invest in Shiba Inu. Okay, it's really dropped, as you can see there, but compared to this price point here, I don't know if I can represent that here. I think there's something up with my charts. Shiba Inu to Tether. I'm not sure, but this is me here earlier. Actually, this is awful. This is when I tried to short it after it went up a lot, and then it did this. Went up like 230%. I had a stop loss, but still. But don't invest in this coin. There is much better options. It can still, if Bitcoin drops down again, this will drop down again. Looking at the past couple of days, compared to Bitcoin, if I go on the 1 day, Bitcoin has actually done, a little better. Just don't invest in this coin, okay? There's much better options. It's called Shiba Inu. I don't know why this coin is so popular. I think Elon Musk talked about if you could buy like a Tesla with it. I don't know if that was like fake news or something, but just, there is much better options. Now, another one that seems to be quite popular is XRP. Now, XRP isn't too bad of a coin, but again, there's better options. My issue with XRP is I think as a cryptocurrency, it's just too centralized. On top of that, I don't even think you can buy it in America because of some kind of like SEC lawsuit or something. I'm not entirely sure, but XRP is a little sketchy, and especially with what's happened recently in the cryptocurrency market, I prefer decentralized over centralized. I trust the blockchain more than like other companies, right? And also looking at like the data on like a macro scale, at the end of the market cycles, the returns are like diminishing, right? You look at this peak here in 2017, 2018 is higher than the one in 2021, and then when Bitcoin pushed even harder, the peaks were even lower. I think in the long term, even in the short term, there is just better options. I think XRP definitely much better option than Luna, better option than Shiba. It's not necessarily a bad investment in cryptocurrency. I just think there's better. Now, for better investments, the two I would say I think you should go with if you were thinking of investing in these is Polkadot or Litecoin, right? So first of all, Polkadot. Mostly, I probably lean towards Litecoin as being the safer option. If it's going to actually load, here we go. I don't think Polkadot's loading now. Litecoin, in the long term, has consistently given you predictable returns. You buy in a bear market, you sell in a bull market. If you look here, it's been out since 2013. It's pretty reliable, very reliable. It's, well, at least for an altcoin. In 2013, it went up. During the bear run, it came down. Bull run came up, bear run came down. It's consistent. I mean, the returns aren't increasing like Bitcoin, but then again, it's come down a lot more, and it's coming down to these previous levels at about kind of $40 to $50, and I think the current price now is about $70. And I'd say if Bitcoin does go down even more, and we see Litecoin at a price of about $40, $50, I would definitely recommend investing in it, especially over the likes of like Shiba Inu, Luna, and USDT. I don't think Luna, US dollar, yeah, it should be here. I think as an investment, it's a much better and safer option than those other three options, right? Now, Polkadot's a bit more interesting. It's only been out for I think like 2 years. I forget. It might be less than that. It's not. Yeah, CoinGecko's been a bit of a pain right now. Here we go. It's been out since 2020. Making a riskier investment, right? It hasn't been in the market as long. But looking at this prior data, it's quite a trough here. It's sitting around, what is it now, $11. It's at previous lows. It's only 313% above its all-time low, and yet it's a rank 10 altcoin, right? This means that most likely it's very undervalued, right? It's more undervalued than the likes of XRP. As I've said in previous videos, altcoins have been hammered recently because of Bitcoin plummeting and because of the whole fiasco with Luna. And I think Polkadot is a great coin with very good utility. And I think especially as like a long-term investment in an altcoin, even short-term over the next couple months, Polkadot is a good option. It has a good risk for its reward. If Polkadot returns to the peaks that are reached during the previous bull market, you're looking at currently about a 400% return, which is pretty good, very good actually. So yeah, to summarize, I think stay away from Luna. I recommend against investing in Shiba Inu. XRP isn't a bad option, but if you want some good altcoins to invest in, go for Litecoin and go for Polkadot. Those are two good options. Litecoin has been in the market longer, and it's shown its consistency in bull markets and bear markets. And Polkadot is, I think, a pretty big up-and-coming coin. It's number 10. It's bigger than Litecoin, well, at least market cap-wise. It's at a very big trough. It's only 313% off of its prior low. And it just looks like an undervalued altcoin that has a lot of potential in the future when Bitcoin returns into another bull market. That's kind of... Oh, actually, no, hold on. I want to go over just one more thing. Just the investments I was looking at before. So this is Ant, RSR, and Link. Ant hasn't really moved much. It's kind of formed this like tunnel, but then it's kind of come out of it. I'm not really too sure. Like I said, I'm holding this long term, so I'm not really too concerned with short term price data. Volatility is still flashing red. And then if we look at RSR, this one hasn't really done anything. It's kind of moved sideways. So I don't really know what to think of it. There is probably, you've got, I think that's a support line there, if I just mark that out. Yeah, about there. And I'm, again, holding this one long term. And then if we look at Chainlink, I think Chainlink's actually done pretty well recently. Yeah, if we look at the 1 day, it's done quite nicely. Kind of, if you look off, if I go 4 hour, hold on, 30% off of at least the 4 hour candle low. I mean, you can go lower than that and argue it's, up 50%, which, it's very good over the past couple of days, which is a good sign. I'm quite pleased with that. Again, though, holding it long term, short term price data, I'm not really concerned about. That's it for today's video, though. So again, to summarize, I think be careful with Bitcoin right now. Volatility is, on the 1 day, it's still very high. It's midweek, might have a big move. Probably going to see it come up to 32K. And then I'm thinking most likely it'll break down, potentially down to as low as 28K. And then it might even push lower than that. We'll see. And then, of course, with the altcoins, again, stay away from Luna. Say, don't invest in Shiba. Maybe XRP. Go for Litecoin and Polkadot. And then my 3 long-term investments I talked about previously, and RSR and Link, they're going fine. They haven't really done much. They kind of just followed what Bitcoin's generally doing. So there's not really much to say there. But thanks for tuning into this video. This is a bit of a long one. I think I'll probably make a video tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate you checking in on this one. And hopefully I'll see you in the next. Goodbye.